Hello, community. Chris Mackey. What I would like to talk to you today about is an element of entrepreneurial alchemism, and that is to create a predictable cash flow or result in your business using 12 to 14 strategies over a 12 to 16 month period. After talking to a bunch of growth-minded entrepreneurs, it seems the problems fall into three areas. Number one, not knowing the right strategies to use and the combination to use those. Number two, how to avoid the inevitable roadblocks that are going to be encountered along the way. And third is that you only know what you know. So businesses that get this wrong stay in a state of unpredictability. There's no real certainty around what's going to eventuate, and they tend to plateau. So I don't know if that sounds like your business, but if it's got to that point and it's growing, but it's not growing at the level that it used to, you've plateaued. But when you get this right, you're able to bust through any impediment that you face. And it just becomes really enjoyable, thinking strategically about how you take your dreams and your vision into the future. What I'd like to teach you with this model is why I'm so successful implementing strategies. So what we do is we start with where we are right now. On this axis, we've got momentum, and on this axis, we've got time. So we really do have to understand and have a serious look at where the business is right now, where we are in relation to our 5-year plan, or where we are in comparison to our competitors. But it's important to really have an honest look at where we are. Then the next thing that we go is to the other end of the scale, which is up here. And what I call this up here is the BHAG. And a BHAG stands for a big, hairy, audacious goal. So that's what we're shooting for. That's the purpose of the strategy that we're implementing. But it's got to be big, and it's got to scare you to a degree. Otherwise, it's not a big enough goal. So we've got both ends of the spectrum. We're nervous, with nervous energy, and we have a really good look at where we are. The next part of the model is that we then understand and really have a close look at what the barriers are. And this is the part that makes this model so powerful. Most people might have a big, hairy, audacious goal, and they just charge headfirst into implementing. But why we're so successful is we really do try to guide our clients through this understanding of what the barriers are going to be. Then we, in the middle, you'd expect that at some time into projects. What's the project? We're going to break that down into our tasks that are going to knock over the barriers that are going to achieve this goal. And then the only variable is really, I'll just get a different color, is really this timeline. But once we get you some momentum and moving, that's half the battle. But the key I wanted you to take away is that this area here is where most people get unstuck. They're quite okay with understanding where they are in relation to market competitors, really an honest look at themselves, and with support of a great coach or mentors or just even your team, coming up with your strategy, your big, hairy, audacious goal. And if it's not scaring you enough, it's not big enough. So let me just recap on what you've just learned. The whole purpose of having strategies is to bring predictability into your business. And there's 12 or 14 strategies that you're going to need and work on over a 12 to 16 month period to get things moving again. And those strategies tend to fall into three main areas. That's time, team, and money. This is what I would like you to do next. 1, have you got a challenge that is really bugging you right now? Or are you just curious about what you don't know about what you don't know? Either way, I'd just like to engage with you in a friendly conversation. It's only 22 minutes, and any 22-minute conversation should not have a cost. So jump on a Zoom call, or we can set up a phone call, whatever suits you best. But please take some action today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon.